Welcome everyone. Here in this video we'll talk about the photosystems. There are two photosystems which are responsible for the process of photosynthesis. We'll study about those photosystems. In the previous videos we have seen that the color green color is because of the pigments. The green color of the leaves is because of the different pigments present, that is inside the chloroplast we have four different pigments, that is we have chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, xanthophyll and carotenoids. Four major pigments are present in the chloroplast, that is chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, xanthophyll and carotenoids. Out of these four, chlorophyll A is the main pigment. Chlorophyll A is the main pigment which is performing the process of photosynthesis by trapping the energy, sunlight. Maximum trapping of sunlight is done by the chlorophyll A, and these other ones, they also are helping in the photosynthesis. They are also required for photosynthesis. These others are called as accessory pigments. That is, they help in photosynthesis. Maximum work done is by the chlorophyll A. That is, this is the main center where photosynthesis is taking place, where reactions of photosynthesis are taking place, because this is the one which is absorbing maximum energy. This is the one pigment, this is the pigment which is absorbing the maximum sunlight, and these others also absorb the sunlight. They also have absorbed the sunlight, but not to not to that extent where how chlorophyll A absorbs. Okay, and this is the main one which is doing the reaction processes, that is reactions of photosynthesis, but these are also helping the chlorophyll A. These are also helping the chlorophyll A to carry out the reactions of photosynthesis. So these are called as accessory pigments. This is the main pigment, okay, this is the main one. This is the main pigment, and these are the accessory pigments. These are helping. These are also required for the process of photosynthesis. Okay, so for carrying out the different reactions, for trapping the energy, the main molecule, chlorophyll A molecule, is required, where the maximum absorption, maximum photosynthesis is taking place, and these other pigments are also helping it, which are nothing but the accessory pigments. Okay, now before that is, when we see this one, let us understand. We said that in the chloroplast both the reactions takes place, light reaction as well as dark reactions. In the membranous systems of chloroplast, here, that is in the thylakoid membranes, that is light reactions are carried out, and in stroma dark reactions are carried out. Okay, dark reactions are carried out in stroma, light reactions are carried out in membranous systems. Okay, and for light reactions, light is very essential. For light reactions, light is the main important factor. It is very essential. In the absence of light, light reactions cannot be initiated. Light reactions will be initiated only in the presence of light. Okay, so what happens during these light reactions? What happens? The first and the foremost thing which happens during light reaction is absorption of sunlight. Absorption of sunlight, that is trapping of sunlight. Then what happens? The next event which takes place is splitting of water. Splitting of water. Okay, then next thing which happens is release of oxygen. Release of oxygen will take place, and here ATP will be formed. ATP, NADPH, this energy rich NADPH, these energy rich molecules are synthesized. During the process of light reactions, the events which takes place during light reaction is when the sunlight falls on the leaves, Okay, the chlorophyll in the sunlight, that is the chlorophyll in the chloroplast on the thylakoid membrane, the chlorophyll which are located on the thylakoid membrane along with the other accessory pigments, they trap the sunlight. Okay, they trap the sunlight by absorbing it. Then with the help of the power of the sunlight, it will split this water molecule. When water molecule is split, oxygen is evolved. Okay, when water molecule is split, oxygen is evolved, and we have seen this one, Van Niel, that is scientist, he clearly said that the oxygen which is released from the photosynthesis is by the splitting of water molecule, not by the splitting of carbon dioxide molecule. So here the events in light reaction, sunlight is trapped by chlorophyll and accessory pigments, thereby breaking this water molecule, that is hydrolysis. Then after this water molecule is broken down, what oxygen will be released? Oxygen will be released, and with the release of oxygen, electrons and protons will also be there. Hydrogens will have electrons and protons, because if H2O splits now, so oxygen is released, so H will be broken down, H2O will be broken down into oxygen, atom of oxygen, okay, protons and electrons. Protons and electrons, and these protons and electrons will be helping after a series of passing. These electrons will be passed through a series of electron acceptors, and these protons will be helping in the formation of ATP and NADPH. These are the energy rich compounds which are formed during this light reaction. Okay, so this will be evolved, this is broken down, light is taken. So the thing which will be left, the end product of this light reaction is these two things, that is ATP and NADPH. End products of light reaction is ATP and NADPH. Before we see how this is all taking place, let us see that is what is quantosome. What is quantosome? So here in plants, now in photosynthesis takes place in two reaction centers. We are saying that photosynthesis takes place inside this photosynthesis takes place in two reaction centers, that is photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. Photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. So let us see how are those formed, what are those, and what is a quantosome. So what is quantosome? Here quantosome is a collection of pigment molecules. Quantosome, or we can even call it as photosynthetic